have said many times over what needs to be said about walking the spiritual path, but I'll go over it for the umpteenth time. First of all, you have to create an impartial witness to the self that goes by its name. In my case, I have to create a witness to the self called Vicky. Vicky is mechanical. She runs on mechanical energy, and she has no idea how much of a puppet she is. She's influenced by her thoughts, by her emotions, and by everything outside of her. Gurdjieff said this to one of his students. He said, anybody can take a ride in your cab. And I think some of you know what that means. You automatically give yourself away to people you don't even like. You give yourself away to people you're afraid of. You give yourself away to people you admire. So you have to create a witness that is impartial and never judges the ego for being asleep. We do this work by fits and starts. So there has to be a deep, lifelong commitment to doing this work. And I will tell you, there is no earthly payoff. I just wrote my third ebook called Only God Remains. It's a collection of my essays, and you can find out about it on my website. I'm asking a donation of any amount to the website, and then I'll email you the ebook. But it's an account of my personal journey as Vicky, combined with the words of the witness, because we alternate. We go back and forth between the conscious self and the mechanical self. And as I said, there is no earthly reward, but Vernon Howard said this: you always get your spiritual gold. When you, for instance, have witnessed yourself suffering mechanically, the spiritual gold you get is a relief and a release from the suffering. Guaranteed. Conscious suffering is the ultimate reward you will get in this world. You will not find happiness here. Oh, you'll find temporary happiness. Take me, I'm married, and my child died, and then my husband died. And I lost all the rewards that went with those relationships. Happily, the self was never born, and the self can never die. And so who they are, in essence, remains. Consciousness is a huge, huge thing. And the ego will have none of it. So you have to choose. The Bible says, choose this day whom you will serve, God or mammon. You have to serve God. And only God remains after the death of your ego. The ego can die before the body dies. Now, admittedly, this is rare, but it can happen. I'm not saying I'm there. Vicky can never get there. Vicky, for some reason, is choosing to make these videos to those of you who go by names and have jobs and careers and families and all that. Let me tell you, none of it is the way to ultimate salvation. Only God remains. Namaste.